LJH crew, what's going on? I hope everybody had a happy New Year and a very Merry Christmas, or a happy holiday, whatever you celebrate. Mine was awesome. Was a little bit under the weather, still kind of amped, but wanted to get a video out for the new year. So we are going to do my movie review for NOSFERATU. I just watched it recently, and wow, I got a lot to say. So for those of you that are not familiar with the tale of NOSFERATU, it's a goth tale about a woman who has an obsession with the certain vampire, and she ends up awaking in it, and yeah. So I won't do a spoiler video. I'm just gonna kind of tell what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, what I feel like they could have done more. But the original NOSFERATU came out in the 1920s, and 1920s, 1930s, somewhere around there, and it was a silent film, and it probably was one of the best silent films of its era. Because horror wasn't really expected back then, but it was appreciated. So then they remade it again, I believe in I want to say 50s or 60s, something like that. And I don't think it was received as well as the silent film. Going forward to the end of 2024, it was redone again with Willem Dafoe, Lily Rose Depp, and forgive me, I always butcher his name, but the dude from It and from The Crow. We'll give it like that. If you remember his name down below, send a comment, okay? So, NOSFERATU, like I said, the tale's amazing. It's probably one of the best horror movies for its time. And I love the original. So I was a little skeptical going into this because it was a movie that was able to be explained without dialogue. The original. So going into this, I was like, they're going to screw this up. They're going to change the storyline. They're going to do whatever. So they did not. They pretty much stayed original to the silent film, and of course they added dialogue to it too, because it's the era we live in. What I liked about it the most was how it was filmed. It was filmed amazing. A lot of the set designs and the special effects that they did do were very, very, very cool. The costumes and stuff to a T, and you can tell that it takes place, of course, in a very, very early time period. And they weren't cheesy on it. Like, I thought they were going to be very cheesy on this movie, and they were not. Things I liked about it was the build-up for NOSFERATU to arrive. Things I didn't like, some of the pacing of the movie and the dialogue was a little slow. Sometimes they took a little bit too long to get to the point, but it was done well. It was directed well. The cinematology and producing of this movie looked like it was amazing. The cast did a great job on this film. There was no doubt about that at all. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to kind of talk about it, how I'm talking about it, because I want you guys to see this movie. And maybe down the line I'll do a spoiler review video, but I really don't see the need. I want you guys to see this movie, so I'm just kind of talking about it. So, the character that Lily Rose Depp plays is incredible. Personally, I think she deserves an award for her performance in this movie. I think she did a fantastic job, as well as Willem Dafoe and Skarsgård, as I keep calling him because I can't remember if that's his name or not. He deserves a reward for this movie as well by playing NOSFERATU. It was done incredibly well. I feel like I said, there were times in the movie where you felt like it was kind of dragging a little bit, and then it would pick up, and then it felt like it would drag a little bit, and it would pick up. But I think that was for storyline purposes. I think they were doing that on purpose, to get you used to what was going on inside the film. So, to give my review of this, we're going to go like this. I'm going to give my review on action, comedy, and stuff like I always do. Action-wise, I'm going to give this movie a solid B+, because it takes a little bit to get to the action, but when it does, it's fantastic. Suspense-wise, I'm going to give it a B+ as well. For the same thing, you're waiting for that suspense, but when you get it, it's definitely worth it. Comedy-wise, I'm going to give a C+. There are a couple of throwaway lines and a lot of sarcasm, and there will be a few chuckles here and there, so that's that. Drama-wise, I'm going to give a C+, because for the drama part of the story, it is there, but like I said, it tends to get to be a little too much, but from what you get, it's fun. Horror-wise, I'm going to give an A. It definitely was one of the better horror films of the year, and it definitely deserves recognition, and definitely deserves to be up there with 2024's best horror movies of the year. It was that good. Altogether, I'm going to give it a B+. It's worth seeing. It was a lot of fun. Which one do I like better out of every film? I would still say I'm a big fan of the silent movie and would watch that, but I would definitely watch this again. It was amazing. To me, the silent film is a little better. That's why it's getting a B+, but the movie is worth watching and is a lot of fun. Now, is it worth theaters while it's still in the theaters, or should you wait for it to come on streaming and Blu-ray and 4K? Go see it in theaters if you can. It's definitely worth the theater look, but if you can't, then of course streaming is the better streaming is the next option. And the next question on my list that I have here is, will I be purchasing it on Blu-ray or 4K? The answer is yes. I will be putting NOSFERATU in my collection, no doubt. And so I give this movie a B+, but that was just my opinion. If you guys saw the movie, what did you think of it? No spoilers down below. Let's be courtesy to people who have not seen it yet. But what did you think of it? Did you like it? Was it worth watching? Did you feel certain parts dragged down a little bit? How did you feel? Start a conversation down below. I'd like to hear from you guys. And with that being said, I want you guys to give this video a massive thumbs up. Hit those notification bells so you know when I post a new video. Check out the TikTok at The Real LJ's Productions as well. And remember, guys, we didn't reach the goal for 2024, but 2025 is upon us. Spider-Man 2 is still here. I want to give it away. So let's make that our goal for this year. 500 subscribers. We're at 320 and change. We can do this. So let's do that. Share this video too. And let's make this happen, guys. And with that being said, I'll see you all real soon. And as they say in the movies, cue the lights.